So I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro for a while now, and I've compared it with all the previous iPhone models, the Pro models also. And each year there's a lot of focus on the camera, on the new buttons that come with the new iPhone. We nowadays still use the iPhone 12 Pro, the iPhone 13 Pro, and the iPhone 14 Pro and 15 Pro for all our videos. So what does make the iPhone 16 Pro actually so pro? Yes, you have been fooled. This microphone is not even working. It's not connected. What you are hearing are the studio quality microphones of the iPhone 16 Pro. And that's what makes this iPhone so special. There's one major difference if we compare the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus with the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. Also, if we compare the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max with all the previous iPhone models. I'm recording right now with my iPhone 16 Pro, and this is how it sounds. What you are hearing are the studio quality microphones of the iPhone 16 Pro. And in this video, I will run some amazing tests outdoors and indoors with regards of those studio microphones and compare the quality of the audio. And we will find the limits also with regards of that audio mix feature. And just in short, the audio mix feature, if you haven't heard about it yet, is a new tool on the iPhone 16 models that uses machine learning to identify and separate background audio and speech. So let's run some tests. So this is the quality of the standard studio microphones you might want to put in earpods or headphones to really hear all the details of the audio. And now we will test the audio mix feature from around 2 meters from the camera. Let's start with in-frame, which is normally a feature where you are filming like this, one person. Next, the studio option. Normally they say that it sounds a bit like when you're recording a podcast. And lastly, cinematic mode. I heard this is pretty useful when you're in a crowded area. Let me know which audio mix option was the best one for you. So right now I'm in a very busy area testing the studio quality microphones of the iPhone 16 Pro. It's really noisy, there are a lot of people. I will be switching between the different audio mix features. But yeah, so this is how it sounds in a crowded area with many people. A lot of traffic, rain also. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. So another nice little story I wanted to share is the other day I was called by a friend and I was wearing AirPods Max and I immediately noticed the difference. So I told him, are you calling with the new iPhone 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max? And he said yes. I really felt he was standing next to me. Generally, I was really impressed with the quality of the microphones. The fact that I was hearing it through my AirPods Max really exposed the details of the audio. In this video, you already saw some different scenarios, and this video is also, as I said, filmed completely with the iPhone 16 Pro. So if that's something important for you, if you're a creator, or maybe you want to start a podcast, then yes, maybe you should consider getting the iPhone 16 Pro or the 16 Pro Max, depending on the size. So again, these new studio quality microphones and the audio mix feature work extremely well. And I personally think that is one of the best features of the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. This is the quality of the iPhone 16 Pro with a lot of traffic, a lot of noise. I will be switching between the different audio mix options, but as you can see, there are a lot of cars, a lot of people, and I'm curious which of the different options will be the best one. The standard, the in-frame mode, studio mode, and the last one is cinematic mode. I think cinematic would be a great option, but also in-frame might be one of the good solutions. So I'm cooking right now and I'm using the iPhone 13 Pro. Probably hear the microphone quality. Let's compare it. And now I'm filming with the iPhone 16 Pro while cooking. In the background you maybe hear some noise. I will be switching with the audio mix feature to studio mode, to in-frame mode as you can hear now, and lastly cinematic mode. I think I prefer the studio mode, but yeah, let me know which one was the best. But Yeah, I think the studio quality mics of the iPhone 16 Pro are pretty impressive. Okay, the 16 Pro comes now with an ultra-wide 48 megapixel camera, but overall, the quality of the 15 Pro, the 14 Pro, and even the 13 and 12 Pro is pretty decent. We still use the iPhone 12 Pro. This video is shot on the iPhone 13 Pro, and that is what we are still using nowadays to shoot our content for Apple Design. So from a creator standpoint, video is not the most important. It's audio. It's always better to have a shitty video with perfect audio than a perfect video with terrible audio. You see, as creators, we film and then we use a lavalier mic, DJI mics, or even a studio condenser microphone. But now with the quality of these microphones, we might not even need an external microphone anymore. It's always nice to just use the device you have in your pocket and get the best quality with regards to video, but even more audio. And now Apple reduced that gap. And personally, I think that is just the beginning. So here are some audio mix discoveries I made along this experiment. When airdropping a video from one of the iPhone 16 models to another iPhone 16 model, the audio mix feature is still available, which makes sense. So let's say an iPhone 60 Pro to an iPhone 16, you are still able to use the audio mix feature on your video file. However, when airdropping a video from your iPhone 16 Pro to a Mac, any Mac, and then airdropping that same file back to your iPhone 16 Pro, the audio mix feature is gone and you don't have the option to use it anymore. And obviously, airdropping a video from an iPhone 15 or later to an iPhone 16 will not give you access to the audio mix features on your iPhone 16 Pro. So here are some final conclusions, discoveries, and takeaways from this whole experiment. If you have the iPhone 16 Pro microphone close to you, the quality is amazing. It does a marvelous job. If you have the iPhone 16 Pro microphone at arm length, then obviously the quality is average, but depending on the situation, you have to adjust with the help of the audio mix feature, which of the options is the best in your specific situation. If the 16 Pro microphone is on around 2 or 3 meters of distance, you will not have the best results, as you may have seen in this video already. You can somehow use the audio in combination with the audio mix feature, but it will sound probably muffled. And lastly, the audio mix studio setting is the one that will suppress the audio the most and will also create the most side effects, as you also may have heard in this video. I'm curious, what are your thoughts with regards of the studio quality microphones and the audio mix feature? Let us know in the comments. Peace.